Hello everyone. It's a privilege to once again be invited to speak at the Smart Transport Conference. As a group of key decision makers, influencers and industry authorities, we have the responsibility to guide, transform and enforce change within the transport sector to ensure everyone can breathe clean air. I've been working in the automotive sector for over 30 years and many of you already know me through my time as the fleet director at the Renault Group. The company's recently gone through a restructure, and at the heart of it is a new environmental and societal strategy. Within this is the creation of mobilised power solutions, which takes us beyond automotive and enables us to provide a complete suite of electrification products and services that support the future of electric motoring. As the recently appointed Managing Director of Mobilised Power Solutions UK, I have the responsibility of driving the take-up of Renault Group's end-to-end EV charging infrastructure solutions. I'll be working with corporate and public sector fleets to ensure their drivers have access to reliable and convenient charging facilities, and will in turn support these organisations and businesses to reduce their own carbon footprint, deploying what is now over 10 years of R&D and in-life use experience of battery electric vehicles. Over the last few years, the automotive industry has faced numerous challenges, none more so than the lowering of vehicle emissions and providing feasible alternatives to the internal combustion engine. The tides are turning. The electric vehicle is no longer seen as concept motoring, and things are starting to move very fast. In fact, I'm presenting today from the UK's first true electric forecourt at Braintree, courtesy of GridServe, where up to 36 electric vehicles can be charged simultaneously using high-powered chargers and on-site battery storage technology. What's more, GridServe uses hybrid solar farms to power their electric forecourts and drive the transition to net zero transport. This type of forecourt, with retail facilities, workspaces and electric vehicle charging, will soon be the norm across Britain's road network. And over the next 5 years, GridServe will have opened 100 electric forecourts across the length and breadth of Britain, as well as upgrading the high-powered chargers on 85% of the UK's motorway service station network by virtue of their acquisition into the electric highway. Indeed, the growth of electric vehicles is exponential. The Swedish research company, evvolumes.com, announced that global sales of electric cars rose by 43% in 2020 to more than 3 million. Today, battery electric vehicles and plug-in hybrid electric vehicles make up 4.2% of the total global car market. This progress is also reflected in the European fleet market. In 2019, there was 1 EV for every 29 ICE registered vehicles on the road. The ratio has changed, and in 2020 there is now 1 EV for every 12 ICE engine vehicles on the road. What's more, despite seeing petrol engine vehicle sales fall by 35% and diesel down by 37% last year, the market saw a 140% increase in total electric and plug-in hybrid sales. In addition, according to Centrica Business Solutions, UK businesses are set to spend £15.8 billion on electric vehicles between April this year and March 2022, which is a 50% increase compared to the previous year. Renault Group's own evolution and push to offer a complete electric solution comes at a significant time, and the pandemic has shown us that more than ever, air pollution and its impact on the environment and communities has become graver. A study published in Cardiovascular Research estimated that around 19% of COVID-19 deaths in Europe could be attributed to long-term exposure to air pollution. A new report out this month from King's College London also confirmed that diesel-related air pollution is strongly linked to severe respiratory illness, and statistics show that 1 in 3 children in the UK are growing up breathing unsafe levels of air pollution. With more than 8,500 schools, nurseries and colleges in England, Scotland and Wales located in areas with dangerously high levels of pollution, we also need to look at how localised pollution is conducive to children's poor respiratory health. Recent research carried out by Renault looked at the habits and attitudes of more than 4,000 school-run parents and motorists. We found that more than a quarter of parents, 27.2% in fact, admit to leaving their engines running, known as idling, during the school run. Idling for just 10 seconds wastes more fuel than restarting the engine. And every minute a car is idling, it produces enough emissions to fill 150 balloons. This could not be more indicative of how important it is for OEMs to pursue cleaner driving strategies and enable everyone to drive a zero-emission electric vehicle. With more than 10 years of experience and almost 400,000 vehicles sold to date, Renault is a leader in the European EV market. Building from its expertise in pure electric vehicles, Renault has extended its EV range with affordable hybrid and plug-in hybrid versions of its core market vehicles. Our multi-award-winning Renault Zoe is one of the most cost-effective electric vehicles on the market and aims to make electric driving accessible. Whilst its wide range of electrified vans, including the Master ZE and the Kangoo ZE, serves the business sector. Plus, with more than 150 patents to its name and having leveraged the brand's experience in Formula One, E-Tech hybrid technology is as unique as it is modular. In both hybrid and plug-in hybrid versions, it provides the best in energy efficiency and driving pleasure, while also reducing CO2 emissions and fuel consumption. This revolutionary piece of technology debuted on 3 of the brand's core vehicles in 2020, as a way of making the EV experience something for everyone. The Clio E-Tech Hybrid, the Capture E-Tech Plug-in Hybrid, and the Megane Sport Tourer E-Tech Plug-in Hybrid. This year, the E-Tech range is set to expand with the release of the all-new Arcana and Capture E-Tech Hybrid, plus the Megane E-Tech Plug-in Hybrid, totaling an electrified range of 6 E-Tech hybrid and plug-in hybrid vehicles. In the near future, the Megane E-Vision concept is set to become a reality, combining emotional design with a highly technical pure electric powertrain promising enhanced driving pleasure, comfort and interior space, as the Megane always has done. Our roadmap continues to promote greener driving. By 2022, all new models marketed will have an electric or electrified version, and in 5 years we will see 50% of all vehicles sold running electric or hybrid powertrains. In total, we'll be launching at least another 10 fully electric vehicle models by 2025. Renault's environmental and societal strategy builds on 3 major pillars that are deeply integrated into the company's business: the ecological transition, the safety of customers on the road and employees in the workplace, and inclusion. This policy runs through every division in Renault's supply chain, and our focus on the environment and the community means that we are able to pursue the goals of the Paris Agreement, which states that transport emissions must be reduced by over 90% by 2050. The path towards this goal is for OEMs to ensure that by 2025, 20% of all vehicles manufactured should be zero-emission vehicles. Renault is ahead of the curve and has made a commitment across the board to achieve a zero CO2 impact by 2050 in Europe. And it's already on its way to halving its CO2 emissions by 2030 compared to 2010. Statistics from Europe's leading clean transport campaign group, Transport and Environment, has reported that only 9 manufacturers are on track to meet this target. 4 of these are within the Renault Group Alliance: Mitsubishi, Daimler, Nissan Infiniti and Renault. Aside from statutory and government policies, one of the biggest drivers towards greener motoring is consumer demand. The increase in EV and plug-in hybrid sales proves the rise in popularity. Traditionally, anyone looking to purchase a car felt that the most important factors to consider were cost, reliability, safety and comfort. A barrier to purchasing an electric vehicle has been cost, and undoubtedly battery electric cars are still more expensive than their fossil fuel equivalents. However, data from 7 of the largest manufacturers predict that the cost of producing an electric vehicle will level up by 2024, mainly due to a reduction in battery costs, which accounts for around 2/5 of the cost of the entire vehicle. In addition, OEM's reliance on the Asian battery supply chain and an increase in demand is leading European manufacturers to set up their own or subsidise multiple gigafactories and invest in new battery technology. This will lead to cheaper manufacturing and logistical costs and will significantly reduce the price of an electric vehicle. Renault is also aiming to boost its sustainability credentials with its refactory circular economy hub that is at its Flan factory. This plant will be able to recycle up to 120,000 vehicles, including electric vehicles, every year. By 2030, Renault has also pledged to be the world's best manufacturer in the percentage of recycled materials it offers in vehicles. In addition, last year we announced our latest Second Life battery project, located in West Sussex, in collaboration with an organisation called Connected Energy. Over 1,000 Second Life batteries from Renault vehicles will be used, alongside other technologies, as part of a local energy system to help provide cleaner, lower cost energy for use in social housing, transport, infrastructure, private homes and local businesses. The Second Life batteries will be installed into Connected Energy's specially designed e-store systems. The e-store systems are based on industrial and commercial sites, with some linked to solar panels and EV chargers to help sites reduce energy costs and optimise the use of renewable energy. They will rapidly charge and discharge to help balance the electricity network and will store enough energy to power 1,695 average homes for a full day. One of our greatest city-based success stories is our shared mobility service. In cooperation with Zity, Renault Group manages Europe's largest electric car sharing fleet, with over 10,000 zero-emission vehicles present across most European capitals. Increasing demand for EVs is also down to changes in behaviour and attitudes. The pandemic forced many of us to work from home, as well as quash our social life, and for the first time after many decades, global carbon dioxide emissions fell by 6.4%, or 2.3 billion tonnes in 2020. We all took note. Being in the office every day was no longer critical and rush hour traffic diminished. We understood that most of our car journeys were no longer than 8.4 miles and we didn't need to shop every day. Now, in many people's minds, the electric vehicle was viable. The Renault Zoe, our flagship model for Renault, has a range of 245 miles and with low energy costs also help make Zoe very affordable in the long term. A full battery charge typically costs less than £5, based on the car being charged overnight using an Economy 7 tariff, and this provides a range of up to 245 miles. In 2019, the average daily journey in the UK was 19.2 miles per day. This decreased to 16.3 miles per day in 2020. So even in a pre-COVID year, it means you only pay on average 8 pence per day and only charge the car once per week. Another important factor for the increase in electric vehicle sales is simple: trust. Range anxiety is diminishing as technology improves and charging station networks expand. What's more, buyers appreciate the silence, no pollution, better acceleration, and importantly, these cheaper running costs. The birth of our Mobilised Power Solutions division means that we can fully support electric vehicle drivers throughout vehicle life. The initiative is one that I will nurture. We cannot expect the take-up of electric hybrid vehicle sales to continue to grow without comprehensive aftermarket services and maintenance. What we are now offering is the first of its kind, an energy ecosystem that includes smart charging solutions and advanced energy storage solutions that will continue to accelerate the shift to electromobility. In addition to this, the Mobility division will offer a range of solutions to support businesses and fleets, including the development of charging passes for customers to use public charging points and pay with a single payment solution. Already, our charging infrastructure solutions make it workable for every business to run an electric fleet and assure drivers have the access and convenience of charging an electric vehicle where and when they need to. Our end-to-end solution starts at site surveys, fleet and operation reviews, through to charging stations, installation, maintenance, and finally a suite of back-office software packages that provide network management and charging and fee applications. This has been endorsed by our own internal fleets, and we are already working with other businesses that want to truly adopt an electric fleet. With access to the Renault software factory, Mobilised Power Solutions also plans to develop algorithms and data processing software to allow better prediction of user demand, so it can optimise vehicle allocation. This could increase the rate of car use for shared fleets by at least 20%. Across the board, Renault Group's mission is to support businesses in their own path to fulfilling zero carbon emissions, critical in today's environment. All businesses need to make changes, and this has not gone unrecognised. A survey commissioned by Global Action Plan's Business for Clean Air initiative states that 74% of UK people want businesses to improve air pollution as part of a coronavirus recovery programme. As well as our own offerings, we welcome further reform within the industry itself, and governments worldwide should continue to support policies that actively encourage electric vehicle ownership. Working together presents a huge opportunity to tackle urban congestion and pollution. Everyone deserves to breathe clean air, and we will continue to strive towards this ambition. Thank you.